Thank you very much. Okay, so as Peter said, I'm Michelle Evans. I built a STEM learning centre in a local London university. So that's why I'm very passionate about STEM and STEM into things. Because we're in education and we love an acronym. STEM means science, technology, engineering and maths, okay? So we need to then be thinking about that. There are others, but I am a bit of a traditionalist and I've gone with the straight STEM. They add an A for arts, because why wouldn't we? Because we want to include the creative industries, and we have also added an extra M on the end for the medical things. However, I've gone dull and we're going with straight old STEM. Inspire is actually a STEAM learning centre because it's a engineering heavy university, and therefore we wanted to really include the arts in that. So, almost everybody in education has heard of the Girls in STEM agenda. And what bothers me is the fact that we currently just walk into classes, and when I get people coming into Inspire, they're telling me about Girls into STEM. I've got Key Stage 2 learners telling me, oh yeah, girls in STEM, but they don't know what it actually means. And we're not going to improve anything by just telling the kids and telling the girls they want to be in STEM careers. What we want to do is we want to actually inspire them. So, current issue seems to be that girls perceive STEM careers as difficult, male-orientated, a bit unpleasant, and sometimes a smidge geeky. Now, I don't mind being a smidge geeky, but some people do. Not exactly a glamour puss. All right? There is still only around 25% representation of females in any STEM careers. Any STEM career, that is anything that you could remotely suggest is science-related, technology, engineering, or maths. That is a quarter of the population. So that's just daft. Gender pay gap is also a major drama, and obviously it's a known thing, and on top of that, 9 times out of 10, ladies will not apply for a job if they can only do 3 things on the job description, whereas if a man can do 1, he will apply. And that is well-known research, and I can't remember where from. So then it's a need to be right. It's a genuine female trait. And what we want to do, we don't want to beat it out of people. We just want the industry to accept it. And we need the industry to accept it. We need the industry to be aware of it. And I'm actually going a little bit rogue, because the other thing we need to recognise, particularly in this world where it's all cameras, and there are still some of us who can't abide cameras and videos and that kind of thing, where you have girls who are worried about being wrong, you can usually find a way to get them to not be wrong. I've borrowed this today, so right now I'm hoping you're all watching the panda talking. And you're not watching me anymore, because the panda is now free to get things wrong, because it's not me anymore, it's my panda. Okay, so he's not going to do the rest of the talk because he's promised not to, and he frankly didn't do any research. But you've got the idea. So we find a way to give girls a safe space to be wrong. Okay, done? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to challenge girls' perception. And as I said, we don't walk around going, you're wrong. We need to make sure that all the young ladies feel comfortable about it. So, we want to challenge perceptions that the girls have of these careers. We need to increase awareness of all STEM careers. Now, in the late 1400s, when I first started teaching, there was an amazing thing. And it was not all chemists wear like coats, and it was a fantastic poster campaign by the Royal Society of Chemistry. And they had all sorts of chemists doing all sorts of jobs. And it was wonderful. And I haven't seen it. With IOP, so Institute of Physics, we tried to get them to do it for a bit, but they went a bit heavy on the physics. So we want to increase awareness of all careers, and I mean all careers. So I said earlier, STEM, STEAM with the double M, all of those. So we need to be saying, actually, right now, you're in a STEM career. And you are. And the thing about EdTech is actually it is quite female heavy, but we were discussing the other night that is because they've all come out of education. And education is female heavy because girls are caring and girls are loving and giving and they want to progress people. And they're not like the guys who go, I can do one thing, I'll just apply for that job. Okay? So we need to highlight the positive. We need to say, yeah, engineering is a bit grubby, but we can still go out afterwards and Swarfega's an amazing thing. Simple. Make sure that we are always saying, no, we're not wrong, it is good. Can't do a huge thing about the gender pay gap from where we're at. But there is one, and employers need to acknowledge it and do something about it. And until they do, it's not going to be as easy. That said, women tend to just go, oh, that's fine, I'll take whatever you pay me, thanks very much. And all the blokes will go, yeah, I want the top of the scale, if not above. So you very much need to do it. Come on, ladies, you're worth it. Okay? And empower the female personal perception. You don't need to be afraid of who you are. You don't need to be going, oh, well, I don't want to be wrong. Whap out a panda. Your panda can be wrong, all right? Be aware that you're not always in the wrong. You know a lot. You're about what you're talking to. So, I did a little bit of research. Currently, these are the figures from January 2021 from womenstem.com. Okay, it's the most current research I'm able to locate. So, core STEM subjects, female graduates. It's not very high, is it? The numbers are increasing, but the percentage is staying around about the same. So the universities are not doing their thing either. But that's because they're all going into primary schools going, girls in STEM, and they're not doing anything about it. So we're not actually empowering the girls to do their thing. Giving it a go, giving it lip service, but we're not actually succeeding. Women in the STEM workforce, it's a bit lower. Why? Why aren't we doing it? Why don't we want to go and do these things? Should do. So we've got to address it and we need to do something about it. I'm going to skip the next one. So what we can do? We need to increase the number of role models. Back to the not all chemists wear white coats. We need to be empowering. We need to be pointing out all the ladies doing these things. We need to be looking at films like The Hidden Figures of all those hidden ladies who worked for NASA to get the moon landings underway. Why are these not known? Most of the stories of scientists are male-dominated. Let's get the female stuff known as well. We all know about the lady with the lamp. Fantastic. What were the others doing? We need to encourage women into the STEM careers to be more vocal. We want you to tell them what you are doing. If you don't tell people what you're doing, you don't tell them how you're enjoying it, you don't tell them what you've got to do it with, they're not going to know about it. And a general increase in STEM career awareness. That's good for everyone. The point of widening women into STEM is because they have a different mindset. And we need it in the industry. You need to be able to be evaluative and caring and thought-provoking and to take a step back in order to do it nicely and to get justice. So there's your plan, is to try and talk to everybody about STEM careers in general and get people attracted to the industry. So, don't really know what else we can do to do it, to be honest. Just keep telling girls that they're good enough. And that's about me. Anybody got any questions? That'll do. Thank you.